Joe's shack, but I don't see the limo. Maybe I beat them here. On second thought, maybe I didn't. Looks like someone searched this place in a hurry. Nothing left but debris, except for that smashed up camera. Back's open. No film inside. Mo said she didn't have a camera. Here's Mo's picture of her and her Uncle Pete at his mink ranch. She said she went there whenever she needed to get away for a while. That's pretty much my only lead right now.
I remember we didn't want to talk about, at one point the schedule had slipped, but I didn't want to talk about how much because I was too scared to think about it. And you're like, do you want to know what the budget is? I was like, no. And I was like, what is it? No, what is it? It was like, it's $1 million. And it was and we had like gone from Monkey Island, which was, I think it was $200,000, and just had never conceived of money like that before. And like this game is, it's the first one, it's like, it's $1 million.
You could only whisper the
amount.
I remember breaking that mark and everybody talking about like, holy crap.
$1 million
I do.
game.
I remember spending countless hours just staring at the budget, where I'd like have to put in the actuals for the month, and then based off of that, project how the rest was going to change, and add more months and more dollars. And
Hey, killer.
What?
Hey, it's cool. Your secret's safe with me.
What secret?
Haven't you been watching the news?
Once again, our top story tonight, Malcolm Corley, owner of Corley Motors, was found dead at a rest stop just outside the town of Melonweed. Apparently, the benevolent patriarch and CEO was viciously beaten about the head and neck, savagely and without mercy. Police have arrested a notorious outlaw biker gang known as the Polecats.
No.
With the exception of their leader, who is still at large. Roadblocks have been set up along Highway 9 in an effort to apprehend this dangerous and violent criminal.
We've been set up. Roadblocks suck. I shouldn't have left the gang there.
Yeah, I don't want to hear anything about it. You ain't making me an accessory after the fact. Just lay low, man.
Got your truck out front. I need a ride.
I look like a cabbie to you? Get lost. They're not letting anyone through that roadblock anyway.
Not even truckers?
They turned me around, said police business only. Pigs.
Look, I really need a ride.
Not gonna happen.
Why? Because you're afraid of some cops?
No, because I don't like them.
Good talking to you. Friendly folks you get in here.
And it's not what you call an I'm okay, you're okay person.
Ah, shut your hole, Quo-Ho.
Ben! Ben!
Joe, you remember the scum-debug key?
The scum-debug key, no. What was the scum-debug key?
Wasn't it Control D or something? Matilda?
Oh, after Matilda?
You typed in like Control D Matilda on the keyboard. And they would turn on all the scum jump codes and all the...
Oh. I wonder if that shipped in the game.
It did.
It did? Yeah. Don't try that. Don't try that at home, kids. Control D, tilt, no what?
It's like Control D, and then you type in Matilda.
Control D, Matilda. Don't do it.
Ben, no time to talk.
You know, it's stank in there, but I can't remember a better sleep.
You gotta help me. Go find my editor in Corville. Tell him I took pictures of the Corley murder.
You got pictures?
Yeah, but some thug took my camera.
So you don't have any pictures?
Well, I tracked the guy to Melonweed, but I'm not going near the place. They'd kill me. Get my editor. He's gotta get me out of this. Take one of these fake IDs to get through the roadblocks. My career is riding on those pictures. Help me, Ben. You're my only hope.
Oh, don't worry. I owe you one. If Miranda's thug is the same one that trashed Moe's place, that could be Miranda's camera I saw there. But then, who's got the film? Here.
What's that?
Fake federal investigator ID. Could be of some use at one of those roadblocks. Ever hear of this place? Uncle Pete's Mink Ranch?
I remember there used to be some sort of weasel plantation or something up the road.
Down Highway 9 on the other side of the damn roadblocks. I used to pick up mink meat there real cheap and sell it to school lunch program. That was a good scam.
So how about a ride? What if they search the back and find my bike?
It's buried in a pile of concentrated fertilizer powder. Trust me, no one's gonna dig through that crap. Now you're gonna ride in the engine compartment.
The engine compartment?
Hey, I smuggle stuff in there all the time, and most of it's worth more than you. So stuff your carcass in there quick, and we might hit that mink dump by morning.
Hope you're better with a stick shift than you are with a knife.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Smells like he's got a fuel leak. I love engine fires.
Sorry, sir. Only police vehicles beyond this point. Huh? What's this about?
Undercover agricultural.
What's in the back?
Fertilizer.
All right, move along.
Hope you rubes get your man.
We've stopped moving. Problem with your truck?
Loose hose, nothing big. I already pulled your bike out. It's sitting right over there. Well, nice knowing you. Gotta hit the road, you know.
Uh-oh. He did have a fuel leak, and he took my fuel line to fix it. That trucker's gonna die for what he did.
I remember Casey was Tim Wrangler.
Tim Wrangler. But this wasn't, it was Grimm where you were like listed as pre-production.
I was the
producer,
production
right?
manager on Full Throttle.
Okay.
Although I love
And
the
then
name of the title producer, I was really disappointed.
Wait, who was the producer? Did we have?
Well,
We
Lucas
didn't have a producer.
didn't have producers.
We
Never
had a
had
project
producers.
leader.
And actually, when we did have producers, I remember that didn't help so much because it would be somebody that was on like half-time or less.
It was me and Wayne splitting all the projects down the middle.
As producer, you mean?
The very beginning, yeah.
Tucker can, if we still don't respect producers around here, still treat them like, right?
Tim Wrangler now. Good work with that. That's a more prestigious title than producer.
Velvet Underground just wouldn't have worked for this.
Oh yeah, so originally we were trying to get music. We were thinking about getting licensed music. And we talked to some record companies, and they offered us for free the entire catalog of the Velvet Underground.
Which was such cool music.
Which is, which we loved, but I was like, I don't know if this fits the biker theme.
You gotta put
and then also, like, The Clash was one of them offered to, because they were shipping a box set of these things.
Yeah, I think The Clash was, but
and then what we wanted was, we wanted Soundgarden. Or I wanted Soundgarden because they had a song called Kickstand.
Right.
And it just set in the Kickstand, and that song Kickstand was so perfect for it. So, should I tell a story? We went down to L.A.
Yes.
Me and Jackson Morrison went down to L.A. to go to A&M Records to try and get them to give us... And we hadn't done any licensed music, really, at all, except for, Star Wars music. And we showed the game to them. We showed them the CS demo with the gas siphoning and stuff. And it was these young executives that were like, this is really cool, we really like it. And then, the big guy showed up, and I think he was, either A or M.
I recall the story being Mr. M.
Mr. M came in, and he sat down, and the younger guy was like, okay, Tim, why don't you tell him all about the game? And Mr. M was like, no, I want to hear it from you. Tell me why you thought this was a good idea. And so he was putting his own guy on the ringer, like, why'd you bring me in this meeting? And we talked about it, and actually they were kind of into it until when Jack was talking, they realized that we weren't going to pay them any money. We just wanted to get the song. We were trying to explain that it was going to be
exposure for them.
Yeah.
Junk. And a hose I can use on my bike. I don't think Mo would mind if I borrow him.
She's coming. We just got here first. That means all we have to do is sit here and wait.
Yeah, so where were we with 3D? 3D had already entered the world of games, right? But we were like, no, we love 2D stuff, but we have all these vehicles we have to make.
Dark Forces was just before this, right? Or just it was
concurrent.
It was concurrent.
It shipped around the same time.
It shipped around the same time. That's right.
Because we technically shared a wrap
and
party.
that was sort of knocking off Doom to some extent.
It had 3D.
So was Rebel already happening? Because we had a 3D department. There was like 3 guys.
Yeah.
I think that's why we had it. Was for the Rebel Assault stuff.
Yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm.
And then, we were talking about there's no way we can draw. Like, we were looking at all the reference material from that anime film Akira, all the motorcycles. We're like, there is no way we can draw this stuff by hand. But then we were trying to figure out, how do we get it to look 2D and just compressing the heck out of the palette and simplifying it.
This was a...
Because they probably didn't have the cartoon renderers back then, right?
No, we didn't have cell shading or anything like that.
So it's just,
I remember there was a big struggle was trying to get it to actually match.
Yeah, so we were just trying to limit the palette, and then we had the 3D Ben on the bike, and then we would draw over it.
Maybe I'll just take a little. Well, that's all of them. Can't be much holding that up now. What a mess.
Look at him run.
Get in quick. I have a plan. We're going to...
Plus, she already has a bike.
Yes, but this one she worked on with her father. It's an emotional thing. Don't try to understand. Now hurry.
Now this is the area where we were originally going to have the whole Ricky Myron section, right?
We were jumping over.
Yeah,
a gorge. We do have that here with the gorge. You jump over.
No, but there was the stunt show and the whole Ricky Myron character stuff.
Ricky Myron, by the way, is a kid I went to. I was in 4th grade,
Oh, yeah?
and we're on the playground, and I had this rock, and for no reason at all, I want to see how high I could throw this rock in the air, and I threw it as high as I could, and it came down, and it hit Ricky Myron in the head. And he was like, "Why'd you do that?" And I was like, "You know what? Someday I'm gonna make you a star. I'm gonna
put you in the game.
I'll make it up to you.
I'm gonna put you in the game, and then I'm gonna cut you out of the game."
Yep. You're gonna be a reference, but you're gonna be a a great daredevil.
Lots of interesting backstory because it was the stuff we cut. Remember, because the game was getting so huge, and we're like, we'll never finish this. And I think there was that and one other section. We were looking for stuff to cut, and everything was too interconnected to everything else. And we're like, we can't cut anything except the Ricky Myron section. That's kind of its own piece.
Father Tor. I haven't seen you since you retired from the Polecats.
Hey, Ben. How's my gang doing?
That's a long story. You know any way around Cuyahoga Gorge?
Around it? It's miles and miles long, Ben. What's the matter? Don't like bridges?
It blew up.
Ooh, sorry I missed that. Well, you could jump it, like Ricky Myron. Cavefish got his ramp in their hideout, you know.
Well, take it easy, Father.
Give him hell, Polecat.
Say there, is that a pre-regulation destroyer class solid fuel recoil booster you have there?
Why, yes it is. Ta-ta!
Yeah, where is this place? It's just like a circle of bikers randomly driving.
Well, it's like Highway 9. Actually, I wonder if there's a highway called Highway 9 on the way down this like Santa Cruz that bikers love. It's an actual like biker road where bikers go on a lot, and there's a lot of biker bars on the way and stuff. So that's real. That's right out of the pages of California history.
Is that 17 that you're talking
It's
about?
off of 17. Or it's the mountain road that you would take next to 92 and Highway 1.
Back again? Good. Okay, lessons over. Time for the final exam.
There's the sound of you driving over a rough road.
Yeah.
Steve, I remember you were duly hard on me to get that sound right of the tire going over those reflectors in the center of the road. And it's true, it makes that sound. We all know that sound. It's like, it sort of sounds like puck, you know, puck, 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 puck. And I have to admit, I had a really hard time making that sound. Finally, one time I was just driving and holding my arm out the window of my truck with a microphone and running over those things. I don't know if I ended up using those, but it was a tough sound to make, to get it right.
Hey, it's my old friend, what's your name? Glad to see you all rehabilitated. My knuckles were starting to itch. What's wrong? Lead divers?
That should have a couple of good boosts left in it.
Oh, Tim, chainsaw. I threw a party at my house, which was up in the woods in the Cotswold.
Oh, yeah.
And it was in the middle of a forest.
And we couldn't get to it.
And it had a long driveway that went through the forest.
Right.
And we had had a terrible storm, and it was pitch dark. And the first person to arrive at my party was Tim, driving alone. And he came up to a fallen tree across the driveway. And I emerge with a chainsaw running in my hand and go walking up to
And a mask
to
made
Tim.
of human flesh.
And I go walking up to Tim, and you were genuinely scared. Because he had read about stuff like this.
Up in the woods of Nicosia.
I know that guy's got
I remember that party.
That was
Star
fun.
Wars Rebel.
That was a
Was
good
that the
party.
tattoo on his
Back for more? Oh, my... Let's just...
So I remember
They
when
hand deliver it.
when we were in the end of QA, and Tim decided to go play pool one night in San Francisco. This was before cell phones. And something came up, and I had to find Tim and bring him back. I think it was for the bunnies. And because there was a bug that had to be fixed, and we had to ship this game. And so all I knew was that Tim had gone to play pool in San Francisco.
Well, I didn't have any work to do.
Right.
So you're basically thumbing through the yellow pages.
I had the phone book, and I called every pool hall in San Francisco looking for him.
This makes me sound like a totally different person
I
than
know. But he wasn't
Like every
in
juke
any.
joint.
He wasn't in any of them. So then I'm like, okay. So the last pool hall, I said, okay, so maybe he's in a bar with a pool table. Can you tell me the name of a bar that has a pool table? And he did. And then I looked that up, and I called that. And then when he wasn't there, I just kept doing that until finally.
Are you kidding me?
Finally, I found him in some bar with a pool table.
Oh my goodness.
And
it was a kilowatt.
when he picked up the bar phone, he was terrified because he was like, "How did you find me?"
Actually, I don't remember this. This is crazy. I can't believe you found me by calling random bars. It makes me sound way cooler than I am, too. I like this. But what could I have done? I wasn't programming.
I want to know how she described
Actually,
it.
I did program for bunnies.
It was something that you had to make a call on.
It was
something.
my actual bug.
Yeah, it was either your bug or you had to make a decision right then and there as to what we were going to do
Bunnies in
about
or
it.
out?
I'm done with these boys. Looks okay for an aftermarket part. All right, I've modified my bike enough.